So we'll try and keep this nice and brief. We do an awful lot of automation in the next-gen sequencing world, so we're going back to genomics here, and I wanted to, rather than talk about our broad spectrum of all the different things we can do in next-gen sequencing sample prep, focus on one small area that we've worked on with one particular customer that maybe is more pertinent to this meeting. So I want to talk about automated sample preparation from FFPE tissue using our kit, FormaPure, and then subsequently Illumina TruSeq RNA. So this was some work that was done in collaboration with Michaela Bowden, the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in North America. And really this was a project looking at the analysis of whole transcriptomes using Illumina sequencing, and they wanted to move this into a high throughput automated environment. So the idea being that we would do the RNA extraction from archival FFPE tissue using FormaPure, which is very automation friendly, and then move that onto fully automated TruSeq RNA sample preparation, so automating the mRNA fragmentation, mRNA fragment isolation, I've written that wrongly, fragmentation, cDNA synthesis, and then the cDNA library construction. And all of these steps from start to finish are automated on the Biomic FXP, which is our flagship liquid handler. It has a 96-channel arm and a span 8 pipetta, as well as some integrated devices. So as far as where the Beckman components sit in, apart from the automation, a lot of people know us for our automation. They don't necessarily know us for our extraction purification kits. In the NGS world, I'm not going to go through all of these, but people tend to be very familiar with Ampere XP. It's become the gold standard for DNA cleanup as part of those experiments, and possibly SprySelect for doing size selection for your libraries. But here we're also interested in FormaPure, which here is under RNA isolation, but can also be adapted for doing DNA isolation from FFPE tissue. FormaPure itself is for isolation of DNA, RNA, or total nucleic acid from FFPE tissue. So we have the potential to access huge amounts of DNA or RNA from archived material. It works from 1 to 5 10 micron sections with an offline lysis step to begin with, and then the reason why we can switch between DNA, RNA, or total nucleic acid is we just simply use DNAs or RNAs to get that final product. We have a new product coming out in the next few months, which will be adapted for work and extraction with microRNA as well. All of these Spry kits, if you're not familiar with them, essentially at the front end we'll have a lysis step, and then we add in our magnetic beads which will bind our DNA. We go through a series of wash steps on a magnet, and then we elute in an aqueous buffer. And this is one of the beauties of Spry purifications, is we don't have to use any kind of chemotropic salts to elute. You simply elute by removing precipitants from the solution by dilution away with water. So ultimately you end up with your DNA or RNA just in TE or just an aqueous buffer. So just as one final slide, we've got lots of data in a publication I can share with you if you want to come to the stand, but essentially the one phrase I took from Michaela's applications note was the findings of our method development study were that libraries prepped on the Biomic automated platform were significantly superior to their manually prepped counterparts, and that ultimately this provides end users with a more reliable way to generate the libraries from precious clinical samples in a faster turnaround time. Just as a very high level, this is some of the sequencing data from some of the samples, and if you were to look at it's probably a bit small on this screen, but the total read count and then the coverage in the intergenic, intronic and exonic areas, you can see that generally speaking the Biomic prepared samples tend to be much better than the manual prepared samples, but we have a lot of background supporting data to go with this. If you wanted to learn more, please come to our booth. You can also see a webinar on this on our website, beckmanngs.com. But if you wanted to come over to our booth, I can probably email you the PDF of the applications note. I'll leave it there. Thank you.